Hi Indrajit. Hi Balaji. How are you?
Hi, Prem. Hi, Balaji.
Hey, hi Prem.
Hi Premlal. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
You guys will start at 9:10 IST, waiting for
Sure,
other participant.
sure. No worries. I saw like so it showed some 13, so I thought there are people already joined, so I just joined.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. And Ravina, your pass is working fine, right? That I gave you second time. Is it working fine? And guys, please mark your attendance. Attendance link shared over the chat box.
Yeah, Prem still not received attendance link.
Okay, let me share over the chat box. Just check. Did you receive now?
Yes.
Okay. Ranjit, your practical was done yesterday. I think you were getting error yesterday. So is it done now?
Hey, hi, Brett. Yeah, when I recreated that storage account, it is working.
Okay. It
Okay,
maybe
I
the
think it was
creation
an
was
issue with
not.
the storage account, some name conflicts.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe possible.
Because when I tried to use the same name, it was saying that it was already taken, even after deleting it.
Okay. So yeah, sometimes it's
working.
happen.
Yeah, I'm able to run the notebooks and able to upload the CSV files. Yeah, it was working fine.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Brett.
You're welcome. Hi, Ganesan.
Hello, Prem. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Quite good. Thank you. How about you?
I'm good. Ganesan, you were asking about like when we click on the like a sample tab to see the data. So it is working in my case. I think you are trying to access the external file. Like we
Right.
have external table in the Databricks. So when we try to access from external location, so we get that error because it's a located in the external location. When you do the same thing with the like a delta table within the Databrick location, it will work fine.
Yeah, that's what my question was. That is any file that we imported out of data lake, right? That was
That's
not
right.
working.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's intentional, right? It's as
Yes.
designed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Prem, I have a basic question, right?
Yes.
You know, maybe
Yes,
not
please.
about Databricks, but about data lake in general, right? So when we say data lake, we are saying that you can have any type of format of data, right?
That's right.
So yesterday we saw CSV, which is like semi-structured, and some would say it's structured. It's because they're already in columns, and all you have to do is import, right? So that becomes, you can queryable. What about let's say a text document or a PDF document, right? So at what stage does data it become like because data lake is supposed to have a file with any format, and then we should be able to, let's say, query it, right? So at what point does a PDF document or like say, or a PowerPoint document become like queryable and become like a part of a data lake? Or otherwise data lake is just functioning as a file storage system, right? So would you be able to explain that?
Okay, see
Or
what
maybe you can
happened.
take it up later also, but just a question for me.
Okay.
Because yeah.
We have a PDF file or like a PDF or PowerPoint, right?
Yes, PDF or a PowerPoint. Let's say, because I'm saying any type of format which is unstructured, right? It's not a structured document. You can't just identify the columns or values, right?
Yeah, we can do that, but just we need some certain set of library for that for the import, and we have to write code for that. So PDF, PPT, text, we can also use that for that. But we need some certain library to import first into the notebook, and then we have to perform some transformation, then we can use it. However, by default, the recommended format is the your CSV format, Parquet format, JSON format. That is a recommended option.
Okay. So, okay, my question was more surrounding the concept of data lake.
Oh, okay.
So, concept of data lake, not really how PDF we can, that we are aware, or at least I'm aware, right? So the idea here is a data lake. When does a file storage become a data lake? Or because it's already a data lake, or anybody who knows the answer, like Ganesh, and if you can also, right? So data lake concept is you should be able to
upload.
You can have any structured data, unstructured data, right? Sorry. So
That's
you have a PDF. At what
That's
time
right.
does it actually become, or or is it just acting like a file storage system at that time?
Okay. Like it, what time it's become a data lake store? Is that right? Is that your question? Is that right?
Perhaps.
Like we have a storage account, we have a data lake store, right? And you mentioning that we have a like PDF document, PowerPoint document, or maybe any kind of like any semi-structured document, right?
Unstructured documents, totally
Unstructured,
unstructured. You can't query it, like, right? So
like a
what point
video,
does it
audio.
consider? Yeah, it could be video or audio, right? In
Mhm.
anything, right?
Okay, so what point it considered as a data lake store or how it's?
Uh,
See,
don't
because
know.
normally when we use the storage account, like when we create a storage account without configuring it in a hierarchical namespace, so it is considered as a storage account for your upload file, like a PDF, text, maybe audio, video kind of file. When
Okay.
we are working with big data analytics, like I wanted to use like a data lake store. See, by default, it is a storage account until we click on the checkbox of hierarchical namespace, right? So it is kind of your file server, simple storage
Okay.
mechanism.
Okay.
As soon as we plan to use that storage account for big data analytics, like in our Databrick or Synapse or Data Factory, or maybe any other tool, right? So we click on that checkbox. As soon as we click on the checkbox, that storage account automatically converted into the like a storage account that in the data lake store.
Data
And
lake
that
store.
data lake store will be used for big data analytics. You can
Okay.
see that like when you create a Synapse analytics, for example, in Azure. So it doesn't work with the storage account very well. You have to create a data lake store and you have to attach that data lake store with the Synapse. Same thing is in Databrick too. When you create a Databrick, parallelly it creates its own like a storage account, which is called data lake store. So
Okay. Okay.
when you are looking
So
it
for
for big data analytics, yes.
yeah, so when I upload any let's say unstructured document into, because I know we saw this demo yesterday, but still it gets saved in a, it does not go and save in the namespace, but it saves itself in that default storage location, right?
Yes,
That's what.
container.
Yeah, it goes into the container, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This is clear?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
able to, yeah, wrap my head around it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, great. Great, Ravina. Okay, guys, so now let's start. Today, guys, we are going to discuss at least two practicals. This is little long practicals. And then plan to cover one more practical, that is the JDBC connection with the database. First example, we'll see how to use PySpark and SQL code combined, like a Spark SQL, individual PySpark code and SQL code to work with our like a DBFS location. Second practical, we'll see about the Delta Lake concept that I mentioned yesterday. We'll discuss yesterday too. Theoretically, we discussed yesterday. Today, we are going to test a demonstration on that as well. Apart from that, if we get time today, we'll go for the JDBC connection. JDBC connection means how to create database within the Azure portal and how to connect that database within the Databrick and how to ingest data from Azure SQL database to the like in the like a Databrick. That's the agenda for today. Tomorrow we'll see Unity catalog configuration. We'll try to cover that part because that is a little lengthy process and long process. So that's why I'm covering it tomorrow morning, first half, in a first like a starting time. So how to configure Unity catalog, how to assign permission, privileges, metadata management. Apart from that, I'm planning to cover tomorrow how to work with streaming data, structured streaming, and how to get a data from like a structured streaming, and how to work with the that like a kind of a autoloader concept kind of. So that's planned for tomorrow. So guys, let's start the session. I have already created my cluster and Databrick to save the time. And when I move to the my Databrick location. So guys, this is the notebook I have already prepared for you so that you will get all the steps written in the like a markdown cell. I have already done everything here for you so that you can use it step by step. So guys, in this practical, what exactly we are doing? We are going to importing like a CSV file. As of now, we are working on the CSV file. Guys, if you are interested to work with Parquet file or JSON file, I'll share those files. You can try it your own way. Concept steps are remain same. It's not changed. Only the file type is changing. So analyze data with Apache Spark. And see guys, this is a type of a ETL process that we are testing it here. And we'll see today if we have time, we'll go for the Power BI connection with the Databrick, or maybe tomorrow we'll see. So we'll see that part. It's not like a mandatory here to be covered, but we'll cover that. How to ingest data from source, how to transform data, and then how to load the data into the Databrick, and how to connect the Databrick with the Power BI for further visualization. In this topic, guys, we are going to working with ETL part and using some custom like a visuals tool, like a matplotlib library. We are working here. Okay, guys, let me do one thing. Last time I'm sharing the attendance link, guys. Please mark your attendance. It is mandatory because this attendance need to be shared with the organization. So please mark that one if anyone is remaining. Okay, guys, so now let's see. We are moving to the practical part. So sales order data exploration. So guys, what I did already, I have already created a folder orders and uploaded these 3 files. I will be sharing this file with you so that you can test the same steps practically. Guys, how to enable DBFS location, I explained yesterday. And how to create folder, just right click and create folder option is there. So you will be creating a folder here and then you will be uploading file within that folder. So that's been done already in my case. And now moving to the practical. So guys, this is my DBFS location. Let me show you the path again. When I go to this one, I can see copy path. So guys, this is the path I'm using. This is the same path that I'm using as of now. And this is available here. So spark.read.format CSV file, option header true. Guys, I explained yesterday that if we specify header true, that means the first row from the CSV file will be considered as a column name. But guys, what happened in some certain CSV file, we do not have a header or column name within the CSV file. And yesterday I mentioned that I'll show you tomorrow. So I'm going to demonstrate here how to create column name of those CSV file which doesn't have already column name assigned or associated it. So as of now, I'm giving it header true, loading this file from this location, which is 2019.csv file, and then displaying data frame. So ultimately, guys, it is going to get CSV file from this location and storing into this data frame, and then we are printing the data frame. Data frame is nothing, guys. It is just a variable type which actually being used for data store. Like in traditional programming language, we were having variable. So similarly, we have data frame in our Databrick. So I executed this command and now I am getting the result here. So, but I can see in this CSV file, it doesn't have any proper column name. It is taking first record as a column name because I have specified a header true. So let's see, guys, how to create column name for that. Let me do one thing, because see, guys, in our like a previous cell, we have used header equal to true, and that header true means it is taking a first row as a column name. So in second cell, I'm using it header equal to false. I wanted to see what actually column name is generated by the like a Databrick. So let's see. Okay, so guys, in my case, it is a case sensitive. So let me make it small case here and or execute. So guys, now this time, this is the like a column generated by like a Databricks cell itself. So C1, C2, C3, C4, because we do not have a proper column name and we specified here header equal to false. So that is why we are getting a random column name here. Now, but I wanted to configure proper column name. So guys, we can change the column. We can like use our like a column name here. So we are importing library pyspark.sql.type order schema structure type. So guys, the column name and data type when we define, it is actually called structure. It is called the structure. And if you remember, if you work with the C language, in a C language, we were having a topic structure topic. So which is a combination of different data type or different data type of variable collections. So same way, we are configuring structure type, which is actually called schema type. Structure type and structure field is the sales order number. It is a string type. We are defining a data type string type. Sales order line number integer type. Order date data type. Customer name string type. Email string type. Item string type. Quantity integer type. Unit price float type. Text float type. So guys, this way we can define the column name in a sequence. And now we can see this is our file available within the order folder. The file like a name is the 2019.csv. And guys, you can see instead of defining option header equal to true, defining it here schema order schema. So guys, this is our order schema. So we define a variable here. In this variable, we are defining all the column name that we need for the CSV file, and then storing everything into the data frame and then displaying data frame here. Execute. So it automatically detect like all the column name, which is we define already in this case. So see guys, sales order number, sales order line number, order date, customer email. So this way guys, we can define a column name explicitly. Means we can, if in case we do not have a proper column name, so we can use this way. That is a one example, guys. We can change the column name as well as per our need. If a CSV file is already having a column name, so we can go for header equal to false, and we can define this manual structure type. And this should be in a proper sequence, guys. That should be a proper sequence which is defined in our CSV file. That we have to keep in mind because it is taking a. Mhm.
What happens if there is a conversion problem?
Converter like CSV file is
No.
having
Type
all
is
data
incorrect.
string.
The type is incorrect. Suppose there's a string and you're kind of providing it as an integer type.
Mhm. Okay, so like a data type, you are defining a like a string type, but the value is an integer type, right?
No,
Is
in the
that
other way.
okay? Means your data is in the string and defining a data type integer,
Correct,
right?
integer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It finds it
that
difficult to convert.
yeah, so yes, in that case, see, because we are defining it explicitly here.
Mm.
So we can change the data type easily from here. When we get the error, we can change it here. We'll get the data type conversion error. So this way we can change it here. But in case if it is a CSV file having that one. So by default, CSV file considered all column value as a string data type. So we can change it manually while we defining it a order schema structure type. So in both way, either we are getting data from CSV file, we can change the data type here, or when we are defining explicitly, because see, we are like experts in our data. So we know which column having a what type of data type. So we can change it explicitly here too. So
Okay,
that's
the
give
read
us a.
function I've got. We are doing a read function, right? Spark.read. Does it have any conversion functions that we can load here for a particular column?
Yeah, that is also you can define here like a you conversion function. Yeah, you can change also.
All right. Okay. See, one more question. Sorry. We are kind of reading the data into the data frame. There are functions from data frame to save it as a file as well, isn't it?
Yes, we'll see.
That,
we'll see that part further. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe in same file, same demonstration, maybe next demonstration, delta concept. We'll see how to write our data in our.
right, and it can be any format.
Yes.
right?
No, no,
The
by
CSV can
default,
be
by
saved as a
default.
Parquet.
No, it's a Parquet format because Databricks, when it store the data in a Delta table format, so it should be a Parquet format because Parquet is most preferred format for your data, like a Delta tables, and because it is a columnar compressed file, and it is good for the saving storage and giving a good performance. So
Okay.
that's the Delta format Parquet.
Thanks.
However, we can create an external table and we can use the CSV or any kind of a format that is possible, but it is not recommended.
Right. Okay.
Okay, guys. So now this time I'm using the group of files. Like we have a folder. In a folder, we have a several same set of file like year wise. So we can use it for that. Execute. And guys, now it is now reading all the files available within the order folder. So guys, if you remember in my catalog, I have created order folder, and within the order folder, I have uploaded 3 files, which is having same kind of data. So logically, guys, when we can wanted to read all data from all file, and guys, this should be logical because see, the file should have the same data type, same column name. Data may be different because of the 3 different file year wise. So, but we can get data from all these 3 file in a single command.
Prem,
Mhm.
may I have one question.
Mhm.
How did you create that folder in the catalog?
Just moving to this, right click and create folder.
So click on
So
catalog and right click.
yeah, okay. Okay, do you remember maybe first day I think we discussed about setting.
Yeah,
We have 2
DBFS.
options. Yeah, we have 2 options. Either we can do it graphically or we can do it manually as well. I'll show you how to use a command line in the next demonstration. But as of now,
Sure.
let's see advanced. When we scroll down, we can go to the DBFS location. Just need to enable it. This one, DBS file browser, and refresh. Once we refresh it, it is enabled and visible in the catalog section. We can go to the browse DBFS location and right click here, create folder and upload file within the folder here from here. So this way we can create.
Okay. So browse DBFS and right click.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, we can read all files from a specific location. Now guys, when we have files, so we see guys, we sometimes we need a transformation for the data. Transformation depend on organization to organization, what type of the data they are looking and the type of the data too. So what we can do, for example, I wanted to get only 2 column from complete data frame. So guys, in our previous example, if you see, we have defined DF4 complete file. So I wanted to get all the data and store into the data frame variable. And this data frame now I am using here to get only 2 columns. Customer name, I wanted to print or store, and email, like a email column. I need only 2 column extract from complete data frame. See guys, what happened when we have data available in the ETL? So we extract the data first. Like in our case, we extracted the data from our DBFS location. How to extract from data lake store, I explained yesterday already. So this is the example of DBFS. So how to extract data from DBFS? And then once we extract it, we need to perform some transformation in ETL. So we can go for transformation here. So I am looking to only get 2 column out of maybe 10 or 20, whatever the number of column, and then wanted to store this like 2 column into this customer variable. And then I wanted to print total count record. So total count in our data frame for like a from in our data frame for these 2 columns. And then print means customer distinct count. Customer distinct count means this is a SQL function actually. In a SQL function, when we need to get a distinct value for our data. Distinct value means like unique value. I wanted to print only unique value if it is repeated more than once time. And wanted to print here and display customer distinct. So I wanted to print a distinct record within the like a cell. So guys, mainly print is being used to display a function value, and display is being used to display or return your result. So let's execute this one. It will be getting two columns from our data frame and printing count, that printing the count and distinct count. And now we are displaying two columns as a transformation step. So customer name or email, we can see here, we are getting after performing transformation. Similarly, guys, we can proceed further. We can go for something more transformation. For example, I wanted to find two column only, but on the basis of some certain conditions, like a item should be a specific value, like a where department number equal to 10. I want to like return value for specific department and wanted to use it. So guys, in this case, if you see, we have a DF data frame, the same data frame that we used previously. Now using select statement in a Spark SQL, we can write select statement like this and looking two column, but these two columns should return value on the basis of this condition. Guys, it is concept similar to the SQL Server where clause when we need data on the basis of where condition. So where df item equal to value. Once we define this one, then we can print a count, distinct count, and then printing the displaying the result. So data frame, guys, in our case, it is already created. Data frame is already created. And we just adding a one where condition here. Guys, you can see here in our previous cell, we just extracted two column from our data frame and then store into this variable and then printing customer count, printing customer distinct count and display customer distinct. So printing a value means in a count value and then return the distinct result as well. I can scroll down and now see we are using a where condition here. I can execute. So guys, now I'm getting this is the count and distinct count is almost same here because we are using a where condition and it's make a maybe same number of record count and distinct count for this value. So that's we are getting a like a total count here. But when we see the display customers dot a distinct. So customer dot distinct means guys, if you remember, we have specified two column here and this is the condition. So now we can see customer name and email address, we are getting it distinct value. However, guys, when we are using a distinct value and email ID is always distinct, but maybe possible customer name if it is repeated more than once time. So it will display only a single record for that customer. So that is called like a customer and email distinct display. We are going for that. Now, guys, we are using a aggregate and grouping data and data frame. So, guys, when in the phase of data transformation, we can go for further like a transformed our data like a group by clause. So, guys, like a one recommendation here in our Databrick is it is always good idea to learn PySpark, Python language and SQL language because using this combined approach, like you will be able to write any kind of code within the PySpark or Python and SQL. So that is recommended to learn for Databricks scenario or even in a Synapse or Microsoft Fabric also. So in all cases, you need to learn at least these two languages, which is common in all platform. Now, guys, this is the same data frame. If you remember previously we used now selecting two column that we already discussed. Now this time I am going to group by item wise and wanted to see total like a value, sum, quantity. So guys, item wise we are doing group by and quantity wise we are going for the sum and then display like a product sale. Guys, this is the product sale is our variable. And this is our data frame that we define initially, selecting two column, item wise group by, quantity wise total sum, and then display product sale. Running this one, and now I am getting item wise total quantity. So I can see item wise total quantity. I am getting it here. Further, if in case, see guys, what happens? Sometimes we need to define alias name. I can see here we didn't specify any alias name here. So I'm getting a some quantity. So how to define alias name? We can go for, we need to import a SQL function because see guys, year we are using it here. Year is a SQL function. Means when we write a year as a function name within the SQL code in a Spark SQL, so it actually extract year from column. So guys, order date is a column name. We are extract order date is a column name. Column type is the order date and extracting year from the order date because this order date having proper like a value. Let me show you. This is the value we have in order date. And then I wanted to extract only year from order date. So I can go for year function. I can use extract year from order date and then wanted to put alias name as a year and then group by year. So guys, we have defined, we are extracted year, defined as a alias name year. We can use group by year and then year wise wanted to perform count function and then order by year. Guys, normally in SQL, when we are working with the SQL, MS SQL, like a standard SQL language. So normally alias name we can use for like a order by clause. But for group by clause, we need a original column name in our standard SQL. Either it is Oracle or MS SQL Server or MySQL in all case. But in Databricks SQL, it gives us a functionality that we can use it group by as a alias too. So we are defining a alias here, which is extracted year from order date, defining alias name. And this alias name we are using as a group by clause and counting year wise. And again, we are using the same year for order by like a clause. So guys, we can run this one and we can see year wise total count. We are getting a order wise total count 2019, 2020, 2021. And see guys, we are getting a result as per the like a year wise. So this way guys, we can configure alias name for our data like in a transformation stage. We can extract year specific column, specific value from the column, and we can make it as a group by. We can use it for as a order by clause. And by default guys, in our SQL2, it is always in the ascending order. So we are getting it in a ascending order too. So this way we can perform this operation.
Would you be able to add an alias to the count as well?
Yes, you can add it. You can try that. You can just add alias name and you can do as well. So count or any column, if you want to add alias, you just need to define a alias name like this. We did it for year. Okay. So guys, now sometimes we need more further modification. Further modification means like I wanted to extract year from column name, order date. And I wanted to create additional column. Like guys, if you see in our previous result, like just a minute. We have order date here. We have month. We have a month and we have like a day. So I wanted to extract year separately, month separately from the order date. So I can go for df.with column. So see guys, I'm defining a year as a column. And because see guys, I wanted to use this data to be stored as a transform data in our Databrick format, delta table format. So what I can do first, I will transform my data using the df.with column year. I wanted to use year as a column name. Wanted to extract year from order date. With column, I wanted to create a month column and extract month from order date and store into the month column. Similarly, extracting year using this function, store into the year column name. And then another transformation, wanted to create first name as a column name, which is splitting from customer name. Get item 0 with column name, last name. See guys, get item 0 means like a first section of your data, first section of your column. So first name and last name. So first name is 0, item is 0 with column last name, splitting column in from customer name and then get item 1. Let me show you one thing here. In my previous data set, I can use it here. First name should be here. Customer name should be here. Okay, just a minute. Customer name. See guys, you can see this is the customer name we are having here and wanted to split customer name like from first name and last name. So doing this transformation here, we can see. So first name, I wanted to split customer name and use column first name for get item 0 means first section of split. We like wanted to use 0. Second section is the last name. Wanted to split customer name column and store into the last name get item 1. Then filter and reorder columns. So guys, once we have transformed our column, we have created additional column, then we can go for transform underscore df, sales order number, sales order line number, order date, year, month, first name, last name, email, item, quantity, unit price, tax, and storing into this data frame. And then displaying this data frame. Wanted to see 5 record only. Because see guys, in our data set, we can have huge number of record. So only display 5 record for just checking purpose. So year, month, first name, last name. So this way we can transform our data. Guys, once it is done, once we done with the transform, we can write that data into our delta format location. Like we can save this data in our DBFS location as a table. So transform underscore df dot write dot mode. Guys, this is the function within our Databrick notebook that we can use to write our data in a location. So guys, it is overwrite. If in case we have already data available, so it will overwrite in that case, or we can go for append. If we wanted to append our data, we can go for append. If we want to overwrite our data, replace our data, we can go for overwrite dot perquet. This is the location. And then if it is written successfully, it should print this message. Guys, in case if we have error, so this message won't be printed, we'll get error here. So that means the data is written to the target location. We can scroll down and now we can query on the same data that we have written. So guys, if you see the data is written to this location files, transformed underscore data and orders. So I can scroll down DBFS files, transformed underscore data orders and getting data from that location. So see guys, I am getting the data from transformed location. So you can see year, month, first name and last name. So these column we have transformed and write into the DBFS location, and I am able to read that data from that location. So guys, this way we can transform our data and we can use it for like a data. We can write data and now see guys, files. Because I do not have file location, so I have created explicitly, or we can specify the location file store. So guys, this is completely our choice. If we wanted to create a separate folder, we can create separate folder, or if we wanted to use a existing folder, we can use the path of that. So that's depend on our requirement. Transform data guys, order, and see guys, this is the table. So this is the Parquet file. And guys, this is the highly recommended for Delta table or any Databrick notebook like a format. Even not only in Databrick, but also in any other platform like a Synapse or maybe a Azure Data Factory. So this is recommended. Because see guys, in industry, normally what is the scenario happening? Like this course is defined for Databrick only. But in industry, what they do, they actually use Databrick for data ingestion and like a data ingestion from different location. Different location means a website, maybe any real-time location, or maybe any like a SQL database, or maybe Oracle database, or any location. They get it data through the data factory. They ingest data, and sometimes they transform data through the data factory too, and load into the data lake location. Data lake location is our data like a storage account, like a hierarchical namespace location. So they actually first ingest data, transform some data as per their need, and load data into the data lake location in container. Once it is done, then next step is used by the Databrick engineer. They ingest data again from that location, that container location, then further transform data within the Databrick notebook and store data in the DBFS location in the form of Parquet file. And once they store the data in the Parquet file, then they can use visual analytics within the notebook, or they can import certain library for that additional library. And then they can use further like visuals, custom visuals. That is a one method some organization use, or some organization connect the data brick with the Power BI and visuals their data at that location and analyze that. So that is the complete picture happen in the production environment nowadays. So
Yeah, Prem, I have a question now that you have
yes,
highlighted
please.
the practical part, right? You know, the production side. So you're saying that in real time, at least some organization, what they do is they take the
Integration.
data from, yeah, integration, right? So they take data from their existing databases. They I would say essentially
Data
create a copy
factory.
of that, yeah, create a copy of that in the Databricks, right? So in the data lakes, they kind of put it in their data lake and then do analysis. Now, what happens when data is updated in the, say, in Oracle, right? For example, and now uh, how do industry practitioners like uh, write a script to make sure that the Oracle database and the Databricks data lake are always in sync?
Okay, see, in that scenario, as I mentioned earlier as well, like if we have data available in the Oracle database, see guys, what happened? The data source can be any. In our case, we are using a CSV file, we are using a maybe SQL database for our practice. But like sometimes what happened, we have data available in the Oracle database, we have data available in any other MySQL, maybe Postgre, or maybe on-premises SQL server. So that is why they use the data factory for that purpose. If we have straightforward data like in CSV format, Parquet format, so we can stage the data in the data lake store, and further we can connect with the Databrick directly and we can process it. That is the standard scenario. But in some situation, we may have a different data store, like we have a SAP HANA. In SAP HANA, we have a data available. We can use the data factory for that purpose. We can ingest data from the SAP HANA, Oracle, MySQL, on-premises SQL Server by creating a gateway. We ingested the data, store data in the data lake store, and then we can connect Databrick with the data lake store, ingest data, and store into the Databrick DBFS location. Let me draw a small diagram here. That will be very much clear. So guys, normally in production, that because like I taught a lot of clients from different continents. So what I see, some organization using that method, like that method that I'm like explaining through a diagram. And some organization, when they have a same kind of data source, so they can directly go for Databrick for data ingestion. So depend on the organization to organization. So guys, what happened? For example, in our case, we have a different data source. I can say just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Let me make it small, this one. And for example, we have data source. I can type data source. It may be a Oracle. It may be a website. It may be a SQL server, which is on-prem, and it may be a MySQL. It can be a Azure SQL DB. It can be a SAP HANA. Means any data source can be used for the data process. So guys, the easiest method that is used by the like a data engineer is they can use data factory, because see guys, data factory also having almost same capability that we have in our Databrick. So in that situation, they use data factory for that. And they create a pipeline.
So sorry, a data factory is a separate application. It's not
Yes,
Databricks,
that's right.
is it?
That's right. It's a separate tool. So we can use it for data factory. Data factory. So data factory actually ingest data from these data source and store data in a container. Container which is part of data container. Let me do one thing. Data factory using some transformation steps. So guys, like in Databrick, we do a command line code-based transformation as we are doing in our data frame. Almost same thing we can do through the data factory graphically. So it is a GUI based tool. GUI based tool. So that can be used for data extraction, data transformation, data loop. So using the data factory, because see guys, we have several data sources. Connecting Databrick with the different data sources is a challenge, because we have to use maybe a partner connect for data ingestion, like a third-party tool we have to use, or we have to configure a lot of things for data ingestion in Databrick. So what normally do by the production environment, they use the data factory, ingested data from any of the data source, and then they create, they store that data in our in our, just a minute, it should be a, they use the like a data lake store. In this data lake store, they create a container like a data lake store. And then in this data lake store, they create a container one, and they can create a container output, for example. Just container input, for example. So in this scenario, they ingested data from data factory, load data into the data lake store container input, and then after apply transformation through the data factory, then they load data into the, system. Let's make it this one. After transformation, they load data into the like a in container output. So first they ingested the data through the data factory. They apply they apply some changes only, store into the input, and again they can apply some more transformation through the data factory and store this store this, just a minute, store this in the container output. Once it is done, guys, now the Databrick task is started from this step. So they use as a Databrick. Now this is our Databrick, for example, Databrick. We have DBFS location. So, okay, now let me Databrick and let me use it here, DBFS location. DBFS location. So they actually ingest data from this input container, like an output container, and use in the Databrick for further transformation. And then once they transform data, and then they load the data into the DBFS location after transformation. And from DBFS, they use the Power BI, or maybe any they use any other tool for the data visualization. Let me do one thing.
Prem, suggestion, or rather, I mean, would a Kafka from the data source into the Databricks, would it work? Just to store, I mean, just to get the latest data.
Yeah, see, all data sources which is supported by the data factory is also supported by the Databrick, right? This is the easiest method that we are using it here. Because see, data factory is a quite easy. It's a graphical tool, code-free pipeline. So we can any data ingestion when we are working on any data transformation, small data transformation, we can do it through the data factory. We can load into the data
But
lake
I am
store.
introducing one more tool, isn't it? But it is possible to use messages, right, from the data source into the Databricks.
Yes, yes. There's a Pata Connect option too. You can use that and you can connect with any. There's a very big list for the data sources you can use. So this is the easiest method actually, which is being used by many organizations that I'm explaining here.
All right. Okay. Fine.
So guys, we were discussing about data transformation. It is written in
one
our.
More question. Sorry. Can you go to the cell before, the one before, where you are using the with column?
This one, right?
Yeah, this one. I see that with column is kind of appending the columns, right?
A with column is a function which actually create a column within a transform data. So if you see, we have a order date column, right? Order date is actual column.
Yeah,
Wanted
first one
to
is taken
create.
from the DF data frame. Second one is actually adding
column.
more columns to the transformed DF.
That's right. That is a year. And this year function is extracting year from order date and storing into this year column with the help of this function. Similarly for month, similarly for customer first name and last name. This is clear? Okay. So guys, let's move to this. This is written at this location. We can query on, we can also query on that. Okay, we done already. I think that's we done. And then we done already that part. Okay, let me. Okay, now guys.
Can you quickly please go to that whiteboard so that I can take a quick screenshot?
This one, right?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good.
Okay, guys. So now sometimes we have data available. However, guys, partition we'll discuss. Maybe if it is needed, we'll discuss that also. However, it is not part of this course, but we'll try to cover that too, like a partitioning, the concept of partitioning in the Databrick. So guys, what happened now? What I did, I have created another data frame here, orders underscore 2021 underscore df, spark.read.format parquet. Why we specified for parquet here? Because the data stored in the parquet format within our DBFS location. Now reading data from, okay, now let me see previous one. Okay, let's discuss this one first. I think we done this one. Let me see. Okay, this is already done. We read already data from this location. Now let's discuss this one first. So guys, what exactly we are doing? We are creating a partition by. Partition by means we are creating a partition of two columns, year and month. Mode override. If the data is already available and we are looking to override that data, maybe the year and month folder is already created, but I wanted to overwrite the existing data. So I can go for override. If I wanted to append the data, I can go for append. So as of now, I am using override dot parquet file partition data means I am writing data in the partition by format year wise and then month wise within the year mode override parquet file partition data. So I'm creating one more, I'm writing one more location to write data after transformation. In ETL guys, we can extract data, we transform data and we load data to the target location. So in our case, we are extracted the data, we transform data as per our need. Now we are loading data by after creating a partition. Means we are creating a partition here, year wise and month wise and writing data to that location so that we have data in a partition format, means year wise and month wise. We can check this one. So now guys, the data is written into this location. I wanted to read the data from year 2021, month, all month data.
How does it look like in the catalog?
Okay. Let's see. We can move to this one. Let's refresh. I think this is the location. Let me see the location. Right. Okay, now it's there. Partition data. Now year 2019,
Oh,
year
okay. So it's
2020, year 2021.
creating files,
Yeah.
folders inside. Okay.
Folder, and within folder we have created the month. So this way we have partition our data within the location, and then we can query on that. So this way, guys, we can transform our data as per our need, and we can load data. We can read data from specific partition. Guys, the concept of the partition is for improving performance. Means we have data available in a, see guys, what happened actually. For example, we have month-wise data, January, Feb, March, April. And the data is ultimately stored in a physical location, maybe a physical file location. See guys, we are using a Databrick, Azure Databrick. So obviously it is a platform as a service. So many things are managed by Microsoft itself, like a storage location with encryption. But ultimately, even in the Azure too, they are using some physical storage, hard disk, to store our data. So when we create a partition, so it stores data in a different segment. And when we read data for a specific month or a specific year, so it read data only from that specific segment, specific location only. It is not going to scan all segment or all storage location. So this will improve the performance of data read and data write. So that is why partition is the recommended option in all data platform. Either it is Oracle, MySQL, Databricks, Synapse, or MS SQL Server, any of the location, it's recommended option. Now, guys, that's we have created a file directly. I wanted to create a table, so I can click on this. df dot. Okay, now it should be a save as table. Let me see. Okay, I think the table is already there. So let me do one thing. Drop table sales orders. Execute. And then let's execute. So guys, we have created table. Now we can see this is the command to get a table property. We can, if we wanted to see the history, so describe history table name directly, or describe history location of the table, like in our DBFS location. Any of the case we can use. So this is the like a catalog. We can see the database default, table name, sales order, created time, last access. Guys, similar thing, almost similar thing. We can go to this one. And we can click on table here. We'll see the catalog also in our like maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. We'll plan to cover tomorrow the catalog creation and configuration. I can click on this sales order. Okay, now this table, guys, we can go for further detail. Open in Catalog Explorer. So property also we can see through the here too. So this is the detail we can see, guys. This is the like a schema structure, and this is the all details, sample data, detail. See, guys, we are able to see the data. Details means all the detail we can check it here. It is a managed table. So, guys, managed table means a table which is managed by Databrick itself. External table means the table which is managed by external location. That is the external table. We'll see that practical in our Delta like a command after this demonstration.
Prem, one doubt I have.
Mhm.
So if any file that is stored in the container,
Mhm.
blob storage or anything, so we can say it as a external table, like the
Yes,
table that is stored.
that's right. Yeah. If you're creating
Okay.
any like a table and storing into the external location like data lake store location container, so that's called the external location. Or even
Okay.
within the Databrick default location, if we do not define that, we define any other location apart from the default within the DBFS, that is also called the external location.
Okay.
Guys, we can see Spark SQL, we can write, and we are getting the data limit 1000 records because top command is not working with this. We can write further SQL code, guys, unit price into quantity plus tax, and making it as a gross revenue like a heading, like a column name from sales order. Guys, if you remember previously, we have created table sales order with the command of create table. And now group by year order date and order by order year. So guys, if you see, we are getting a order date and order date group by, and this is by default in ascending order. If we specify DESC, so this will be displaying result in 2021, 2020, then 2019 in descending orders. So I can write code. Guys, I'm not displaying chart here. You can try at your own. Means you can go to the plus button and you can add visualization your own practically. So I'm not displaying as of now. I'm going further for display like a matplotlib library chart. You can go for visualization your own way here. Now, this is the Spark SQL, guys. I am writing cast function, conversion function, extracting year from order date as a char for as a order year, sum unit price into quantity plus tax, finding total sum and giving it as a gross revenue, and then group by cast year order rate as a char order by order year. So guys, this is the same thing we did it previously through the SQL command. Now we are doing it through Spark SQL tool. So both options are available. It's depend on our expertise. Are we expert in SQL or maybe Spark SQL or maybe PySpark? So we can write code in that way. So order year and we are getting a gross revenue as per that. So spark.sql SQL query is this one, and then df_spark.show. So everything stored into this data frame, and we are printing the data frame here, the result of the data frame. Now, guys, if in case I wanted to like visual my data, however, guys, you can visualize your data by clicking on the like any plus button. That is for you will be getting some default visuals at this location, but I need some external location, external library. Means like in Power BI, what happened? We have some default visuals. We can import certain visuals from external location, from marketplace. So similarly, we can use that in our like a notebook too. So that's why we are using it here. So matplotlib library, pyplot import as PLT is the alias name defining. df_sales df_spark dot two pandas. Guys, two pandas is a kind of a data frame, like we have a Spark SQL Spark. So we are using a panda. So like to convert a Spark data frame to a panda data frame, we can use the two pandas. However, guys, we can use the Spark too. But Spark, we have to import additional library. We have to work with some transformation there. And that is not much fast as compared to the two pandas for the library, for the visuals library. So that is why two pandas we are using here. So df_spark dot two pandas. And then bar chart wanted to print x-axis should be df_sales should be order year. Order year should be x-axis, and df_sales gross revenue should be height. So we just click on this and display plt_show. So now, guys, we can see this is a bar chart, and we are getting the bar chart within the report, within the like a notebook cell. This is one of the option, guys. We can import additional library, like we can use the same library, but we can use a clear the plot area, like any cache area if it is designed. X-axis, guys, order year, height, gross revenue, color should be orange we need in our like a visuals. Title should be revenue by year. X label, guys, if you see in our previous visuals, we don't have any label. It is without label, but printing a x-axis and y-axis on the basis of order year and gross revenue that we received in our previous query. Guys, if you see, we have received order year here and gross revenue. So, and we are using the df_spark like a data frame here. So same data frame, we are using a def underscore like a Spark, 2 pandas we are using. Printing the visuals. Then I need a like naming. Naming means I need a title for the chart. I need a X axis label, Y axis label. Color code should be this one. And guys, these code are available in the Google. You can search all color code. Line style should be double like a hyphen. Line width should be 2. Axis Y, alpha 0.7. Rotation 45. So X tick. X tick means the position of your X label should be this way. This is the 45 degree. This is the X label, this is the X value, and this is the Y, and this is the title. So guys, this way we can write our code. And we can scroll down. I can go for further. Now I wanted to print bar chart. Order year gross revenue. Let's click on this first. Line width 2, double hyphen. See guys, if you see, it is smaller than the previous chart. And this is defined here, height and width. Create a figure. So we have created figure as per our like a need. Because see guys, what happened, sometimes we are going to use these visuals to print a or like a design a dashboard kind of. So sometimes we need a small visuals. So we can set the figure width and size too. In case I need two visuals together in a same chart. So similarly, I have to import library, clear the plot area so that I can design my chart. Plot, subplot 1, 2, figure size 10, 4, bar chart, same things, height and x-axis, color, set a title revenue by year, creating a pie chart for the DF sales, order year, value count, it will count the value, pie chart, yearly count, set a title order per year, legend should be yearly count dot keys to list. And now let's execute this one. So guys, these are the additional library. Obviously, if you wanted to work with this matplotlib library, you have to learn those code to do what are the functions available in this library, and you will get a chart like this. So this is for Cburn library as well. So while matplotlib library you to enable complex chart of multiple types, it can require some complex code to achieve the best result. For this reason, over the year, many new libraries have been built on the base of matplotlib to abstract its complexity and enhance its capability. So which is called the Cburn library. So simply, we can write a simple code and we can use it for this way. So means different visuals I can use in that case. So create a bar chart. Similarly, we can create a pie chart and other things too. I can use this one, Cburn, white grid. So it's something a gray out kind of like a white grid kind of style. So it is like this is a kind of a like a kind of a little dark visuals, and this is a light like a white kind of a visuals we can see. This is for line plot. In a Cburn library, we can design a line plot too. So guys, this is the options you can use within the like a Databrick. However, guys, in our upcoming session, I'm planning to cover one more topic, maybe last day or second last day, which is part of the dashboard. So I use some data set, transform data, and we'll use that data for like a notebook visuals, and we'll create a dashboard for that too. So we'll see it last day or maybe second last day because it's part of last topic. So we'll cover that. So guys, this is something related with the like a Spark SQL and analyze data within the Spark SQL. Now we'll use another testing demonstration with related with the Delta command. Before that, like I'm planning to take a break and then we'll give you that like a file and data set so that you can practice. Once it is done, then I'll go for the next topic. Is that fine, guys?
Yeah, that is fine. Prem, do you have a link or documentation on Spark SQL somewhere? That's something you can share with us.
Sure, sure. I'll share
Reference,
it. I'll share it
reference on the
definitely.
Spark SQL. Yes.
Sure, I'll share it. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. So guys, is it fine to take a break now and then post break you can practice this notebook like a topics and then we'll proceed further for the next Delta code.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, great guys. Thank you so much. Guys, I have shared both file, one for dataset folder, order folder, and other one for notebook. So please complete the practical.
Prem, you want us to create a file store within DBFS, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. Just create a
So,
folder orders and upload all three files there.
okay, that we can do from the catalog, right?
That's right. That's correct.
Should we create a separate catalog for this right now?
No, no, no. Same catalog. And first enable the DBFS location, go to the catalog and browse DBFS and
Yeah,
go to the file store or maybe and create a folder order and upload file there.
that's all. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen.
Yes, please.
I have enabled DBFS, right? I'm in Catalog Explorer right now.
Okay, no need to go for Catalog Explorer here. Just go to the you need to go to the your username first from right to top, setting, and advanced, left side first. Yeah, last one. Yes, enable DBFS location. Yes, enable it and refresh. And refresh the screen from left to top. Left to top. Yes. Once it is refreshed, now click on the catalog. Now it is available. Browse DBFS. Right top. Yes. Now here, uh, I think yesterday you didn't get that error, right?
No.
I think you need to create this one again. Yeah, it's not allowed to create anything. Yeah, click on the browse DBFS again.
Browse DBFS.
Yeah. Maybe some creation is not done.
Let me refresh
Which
once again. Azure container does not exist.
I think it is not configured well. Do one thing, recreate the Databrick. I think it's not. Have you created? Okay, your cluster is running, right?
Yeah.
So it's a issue with the creation, I think.
Cluster is running.
Yeah, you need to recreate this Databrick.
I will recreate it. Okay, fine.
Balaji, I'm sharing one URL over the chat box. So when you log in with this LET portal, you will get the recording.
Prem, one help. The notebook that you have provided is with the extension .dbc. Shouldn't
Yeah.
it be .ipython?
Yeah, both is fine because IPython creating a longer size. That is why I extracted in the
Oh,
DBC location.
okay, DBC. We should import the complete DBC. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
same way.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Thank you. Prem, one question. Once we create a folder in the DBFS file store, can we not rename it?
Yeah, looks like we
Sorry,
can.
we can rename it through the command line, or we can delete or recreate the folder through the command line.
Command line. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you please show how to do it?
Okay, in the like a delta command, I'll show you how to create a folder at that location, how to remove the folder in the next practical.
Okay.
Because it's a part
Yeah.
of that.
Okay.
When I create the Databricks workspace, there's nothing. No, the default settings are fine, right?
Yes, that's right.
Prem, I created a new compute, but
Okay.
when I tried to run this thing, right, the first one, the first query or whatever, so it's saying create and attach to a new compute resource.
Can you show me your screen?
Yeah. Yeah. So I click on run cell.
Okay,
Is this
just a
okay?
minute. No, click cancel.
Yeah.
Cancel. Go to the compute again. Okay, it is creating actually. It's not created
Oh,
yet.
okay, it's
Yeah.
not created yet. Okay, thank you. Takes a while.
Hey Prem, actually I joined a bit late today, so I have created the compute node and everything. So could you please help me in uploading that data? I'm
Sure.
sharing my
Please
screen.
share me your screen. Okay, guys.
Okay.
One of the participant asking for renaming a column in DBFS. I am sharing code over the chat box. Please use this one. Ganeshan, you asked that one or who actually?
I had asked Prem. Thank you. It's
Okay,
about the
yeah,
renaming the
yeah.
the file, the folder name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shared over the chat box. You can use this
got it.
command.
Thank you. You can run it in the cell, right?
Cell, that's right. That's correct. Okay, Rohit.
Yeah.
Go
So
to the
this is
compute first. Go to the compute first.
yeah. I have created
It is
this
running.
cluster. Yeah.
Okay, go to the workspace
Okay.
and go to the three dot from right to top. No, right. There is a before the share
Okay.
button. There is a three dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on import and click on browse. You
This
locate.
one, right?
Yeah. Click on this first. Open.
Okay.
Import. Just a minute. It's uploading. Yeah.
Okay.
Once it is done, now go to the catalog from left side
Okay.
and click on browse DBFS from right to top
Okay.
and click on file store.
Okay.
Right click on below the table, right click and create order folder. O capital. Right click, No, right side. Yeah. Right click,
Okay.
create folder, type order, O capital.
Okay.
O capital orders. Is it just check it is orders or order? Let me just give me 1 minute. Let me see.
Okay.
It's a orders. Yeah. Orders.
Okay.
Click create and click on orders again. Folder. Click on folder. Yes,
Yes.
there is a option upload. Click on upload button
Okay.
and upload browse. Select all three
Okay.
files. Select all three files. Shift and select three files.
Okay.
Is it selected?
Yes. Yes. It's uploading now.
Okay, but I can see your the
I
previous
think.
screen. Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe there is internet issue, but
Okay.
like it's uploading those files.
Okay. Now it's visible. Yeah. Once it is done, you can click on done button. Once it is uploaded, yeah, upload it. Click on done. No, I think it's still uploading. Still
Yeah,
uploading.
yeah. Now I can do it.
Yes. Now you can execute the query. It will work.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, just
Hello,
a minute.
Prem.
Yes.
Let me share my screen.
Yes, please. Okay, Balaji, I'm sharing again. Just a minute.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, I can see.
So in the catalog, what to do?
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me share one URL. Just a minute. Yes. Okay, now do one thing. Go to your username.
In Workspace, I have uploaded the notebook.
Okay, that is fine. You need to enable, click on the catalog. Let me see. DBFS. Okay, now you have to go at the right top, your username. Can you see there is a username written?
This one.
Yeah, click on this and click on setting button.
That I enabled. DBFS I enabled.
I think you didn't refresh the screen. That is why it is not enabled well. So no, it's not enabled. It's not enabled because the screen was not refreshed. That is why. Click on advanced and scroll down. Select the DBFS location. No. DBFS. Scroll up. Yeah, this one. Enable it. The first. Yeah, this one. Enable and refresh from left top. Refresh from left top. Now it is enabled after that. Go to your catalog now. Browse DBFS.
Okay.
And
the
then
page refresh is
yes,
needed?
Necessary. Yeah.
Okay.
Click on file store. Click on file store. Now at the right side, right click, create a folder. Right click, create folder, orders. O should be capital.
Correct.
Yes, click create. Click on the orders folder and upload one more file within it. Click on orders. And click, upload. Click on upload. Upload all 3 files. Yes, and done. Now you can proceed with this.
Okay. Workspace.
And use your default catalog. Do not change the catalog. Because catalog practical we'll see maybe tomorrow how to configure it.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Thank you, Prem.
You're welcome.
Prem, I have a question. So when you do the data frame into a write mode and overwrite to a Parquet, where exactly does the file get placed in the
Okay,
workspace?
it's in a DBFS location because ultimately any file that we create through write mode or any table we create, it's stored in the default location of the DBFS.
Okay.
So it will override it like a Parquet file if it is created in file store and Hive and warehouse and tables, it's replaced there.
Okay. Oh, it's in files, correct, transformed data. So even if there is if there is say, let's say it's in slash files slash transform data and orders. So even if there is no folder called transform data, it will create on its own. Is it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Prem, maybe out of the context of this training, but just one question. I'm assuming reading Parquet files is much faster, and I'm assuming that let's assume that I have a set of files saved as Parquet files. Can I, through an API, access these Parquet files, through a Databricks API or something? Is that even possible? Hello.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah. Do you remember yesterday we have used some certain commands and we can write code and we can specify the location of your that file. So
I'm talking about an external API, not within the let's say I'm writing my own Python script to access, say, those Parquet files in my Azure uh, Databricks specific folder, right? So may I share my screen?
okay.
Okay. Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
You are. Okay. So in the catalog explorer, let's assume I have this partitioned data, right? Now, through an API, I want to access, say, through this partitioned API, partition data, so that I can look through these folders and
Yes.
but not within a workspace, but outside of a workspace. I want to write my own, say, Python script, say, to
Yes, we can read. We need a some
yes,
HTTP kind of request to fetch these kind of data.
right. But it is possible, is it?
Yes, it's possible. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Balaji, we need a conversion for that if the format is different. Okay, what we can do? My data column data on some other form. Yeah, it's needed for conversion in that case. ToDate function you can use for this.
Prem, one question.
Mhm.
So when we define the data type and column names using the struct type, so if in case the order, I mean, some value is missing, so does it take care of that? I mean, the null value or NA, sometimes we mention in the data frame.
Value missing in the source file, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so taking care about means replacement of that or what? How it is?
So
Rep
replacement or correction, anything like that. So is it
Yes,
possible when we
yeah, when we're defining a structure, that is just for a structure purpose only. But when we, if we wanted to replace null or any kind of value, so we have to write code for that.
separately, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So after creating the data frame, do we do it or during the definition of this column at that time we do it?
Yeah, it's better to define in a separate cell because it is a transformation stage. So it's better to do it in a separate cell.
Okay.
Prem, a question. Let me share my screen.
Yes, please.
We have done the partition here, right? So how do I look into the partitions, files slash partition?
Go to the
data from
catalog, refresh,
Yeah.
go to the file.
Oh, it is in the files.
Yeah,
Oh, in the
partition.
partition.
Because in our case, we have defined the file location.
Right.
Yeah, that is fine.
So if it is not there, it's creating it. That's what I
That's
would
right.
say. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I see that when you create a delta table, it goes into the Hive metastore.
Yes, that's right. It's a default because.
Right.
Thank you, Prem. I've run all the cells. No questions.
Okay.
Is there anything else we'll be covering today?
Yeah, we'll go for the delta commands too.
Okay.
Once everyone is done with lab, then we'll go for that.
Prem?
Yes, Anand. Yes, please.
Yeah. So can we use wildcard for folder names as well?
Yes.
Okay. So I can write slash asterisk slash and it will read the entire folder, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
In the same notebook, you can see the same the practical for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Prem.
Yes, please.
Prem, you have used wildcard for reading files from one folder, right?
That's
Suppose
right.
if all the CSV files are having different
Mhm.
column headers, or some may have 10 columns or some may have 5 columns. In that case, what it actually does?
If every file having a different, normally it's not happen because when we keep all that those file in a same folder, so they must be in a same structured and same data type. That is a highly recommended.
Okay.
If in
Okay.
case we have a separate file, then we have to write a code for separate file in that case.
But in that case, will it read and append all together, or will that
Yeah,
keep?
it will read that file, but it give you like a common like a columns and the result in that case.
Okay, okay. It won't keep null values
Yeah.
for where the value is missing. It will
Yeah.
take only the common columns.
That's
Okay, sure, sure. And at the same time, we are mentioning the schema, right?
that's right.
Suppose we have some missing values where, suppose we have mentioned as number, integer, where some column has a missing value. In that case, it will consider it as integer, or will that give any errors or something?
Okay, like when you're defining a column and that column having a null value. So is that your question, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we have three options here. You can try with the default value in that case, right? When you define the default value, you can check that the default value is inserted in the null. That is the one option you can go for. Other one, you can like change, you can write a code for that. Like when you define a structure for the like a all columns. Now in the next cell, you can define the replacement of a null in a using the PySpark code. That's you can do
That is after reading, right?
after reading, yeah. And it is
Okay.
recommended too, because see, structure means we are defining a column name. So it's better to transformation do it at the later stage.
Correct. Got it. And do we have something like after reading it, can we change the data type, something like pandas D type and all we have, right?
Like data type changing or what?
Yeah, data type changing.
Yeah, we can change the data type, but it is not recommended because even in any data scenario, it is not recommended to change the data type after insertion in the data, after insertion data in the table. But we can
Because
change that. Yeah.
okay, imagine that we have a column where we have integer and strings. Okay, maybe when we read the data, we define the schema as strings and we read everything. And then imagine that the strings can be replaced doing some transformation and convert everything into integer. And then we need to consider this column as integer.
Yes, we can change it. We can use the command. Yeah. We can use the standard SQL command too for that.
Okay, got it. Sure. And in the aggregate, you have mentioned one, maybe a set of columns you are selecting and grouping by one column, and the another column you're doing an aggregate, right? Similar to the SQL commands. So do we have an option like, so one column I need to find a sum and another column I need to find a count?
Yes, you can write the aggregate function in separate command too, and you can create a separate data frame.
Okay.
And you can print that, or you can merge all that data frame in a single table too. So it's up to you.
Okay. So we can mention what aggregation we have to perform for each column. That also possible.
Yes. Count function, max, min, whatever aggregate you want to apply.
Okay. Sure. Got it. Thanks, friend.
You're welcome.
After validation, we need another arrow. First arrow alone needs check. Just imagine Prem need help.
Yes, please.
Sharing my screen. This particular query, it's on wait for quite some time now. Should I relaunch?
Yeah. No, not relaunch. Just let me know. Like yesterday, you were facing some firewall issues, right?
Yeah, I mean, I connected to wireless right now.
Okay, because at the top, you can see this shows connecting. So just do one thing. Means now you are connected with wireless without any firewall, right?
Yes, I was able to run up till this point.
Okay.
Kind of executed the remaining places. Yeah.
Just click on the waiting and click execute again. Waiting. Yeah, click on this. Confirm, yes. And re-execute this code. It's taking time. Okay, just do one thing. Click above code. Just click on the above code cell. No. In above this cell, there is a code button. Click on the code button.
Yeah, right.
Click on this. Write the same command here. Copy the command and paste here. Complete command.
Okay.
Display df. Execute again this one. But still it shows connecting at the mid top.
What happens if we relaunch this one? It stops everything, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not stop. You can relaunch again, no problem.
Okay.
If any like a temporary view created, that will be lost only, but everything will remain there.
Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Hello, Prem.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I have a conceptual question. So, in
Mhm.
Databricks, aside from the Python notebooks, is there any other way of scheduling like this? Any like transformation jobs?
Scheduling transformation. Yeah, we can schedule our notebook within the job cluster. That's we can do.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
it's a part of. We'll discuss
yeah,
that part also. It's a part of our TOC.
okay. But I mean, I'm saying aside from notebook, any other like, can we directly run the Python code like Python script or SQL scripts?
Yeah, SQL editor is also Python script is not there. SQL editor you can use for SQL script.
Okay.
Within the like a Databrick, there is a concept, no, a data warehouse. In data warehouse, you can write SQL code within the SQL editor.
Okay. And this, okay, this is a SQL warehouse within Databricks.
Databrick, yes. When you select
Are
a
we
premium
okay?
capacity, so it's automatically create that part.
Okay. We'll be covering that in this course.
Yes. Second
Okay.
last day, it's a part of second last day we'll see because along with your visualization dashboard, I'll show that part. I'll explain that part too.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Guys, please confirm if everyone is done with the lab or still working on. Okay.
I am still working on.
Okay, sure. Once it is completed, please confirm then after that.
Yeah, sure.
But can you send me the link that we have shared? That is the same link. Okay. And the schema mapping. So do we have that? So can be represented in the form? What is the or the Excel sheet that you have prepared? This is the element. But this can we look at in a PTD view or a preview? What is the parent element? What is the so at least for on the going region, do we have that in the Excel sheet? What are the tagging that we use and then what is that? See, we can see show the data itself. Specifically, we can focus on what is the tagging that we did, and then we said we can use those calls and add it to the big data. And we can say that we can use it for other results. What validation we get in the result. We don't need to put it. So we have the this one viewer panelist. What file you have opened? Complete set. Complete set.
I am done, Prem. Probably others might be continuing.
Okay, okay. Guys, please confirm or shall we start?
Hello, Prem.
Yes, Anand.
I'm getting one error.
Okay, can you show me your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, just do one thing, scroll up, and add one more cell. Okay, no, not much. Click on the scroll down, little scroll down. Click on above the cell. There is a code button. Click on this code button. And type drop table sales order. Sales orders. Click on this. Drop table sales orders. Space should be there. Drop space table sales orders. After the drop, yeah, should be space. And in the drop down, select SQL. No. Just do one thing. Just type before the drop command, type %SQL. %SQL. Small SQL. Yes. And then execute. Then execute the next cell.
Okay.
It will work because the table was already there. That is why you were getting error. Re-execute again.
Yeah, it's executing.
Yeah, it's working.
Thanks.
Okay, sure. Please complete this lab, right?
Yeah.
Prem, I'm back. Thank you.
Okay.
For the next session, there will be another notebook, is it?
Yes, I'll share
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So guys, now we are starting the next topic, which is called delta commands. Let me do one thing. Delta table. Just a minute, guys. Still my cluster is starting up. Sharing my screen. Let me do one thing, guys. Meanwhile, I am creating folder in our catalog location. Okay, my cluster still starting up. So let's wait for this. So browse dbfs, meanwhile file store, right click, let's create folder, delta underscore table. Let's see what is the name of folder. I'm creating a delta underscore table, and create. Once it is done, guys, we are moving to the CSV. Okay, guys, so now we are going to discuss about delta command. What is the delta format we discussed yesterday in very detail, even the day before yesterday too. Now we are going to use delta format and we are going to see the versioning of our data. So guys, this is the same command that we did previously many times. So running it. Okay, let me do one thing. I may be getting error here because file is not uploaded as of now. So let's see. Let's do one thing. Closing this. And meanwhile, let me upload file within the delta upload. Uploading product file. Done. Okay, guys, now let's execute again. Now file I have already uploaded within the delta underscore table folder and using this file. So I'm getting the data here. So that is fine because this steps we did previously too. Now creating table in our delta location. Guys, we have two type of table as I mentioned earlier. We have one is called managed table and other one is called external table. Guys, managed table means which is managed by Databrick itself. Means location within Databrick. External means the location can be a Databrick, but it is a file location. So it may be a file store external location apart from default. So this is called external. So guys, creating manage product table, right dot format, delta format should be save as table manage product. And then creating like external location here. Let me do one thing. I can select any other location. For example, let me take order location. Selecting this one. And now selecting this and defining this external location. So external location is not a default location. Guys, in this case, I didn't specify the location here because I'm using the data frame, but here I'm defining any other location than the default one. So this is called external table. It is created when I click on
Okay,
describe.
Prem, sorry, it's just so that I get it, understand. So if we don't specify a path, it's called a managed table. Is it?
Managed, yeah, default location. And
Oh,
external location means like when we do not specify path, it go to the default location of Databrick. In external table, however, guys, like a external table means we can store our data in a data lake store. We can store our table file within the Databrick any other location that we can define explicitly here. If you see in manager table, I didn't specify any location, but in external table, I have specified explicit location so that when a table is created, it store its packet or any file at this location as an external location. Okay, the benefit of that, however, guys, managed table is recommended to use because it is quite faster and managed by Databrick itself. We can do so many things with the managed table. External location means the file is not managed by Databrick. However, location is the DBFS location, but the metadata management is not done very well with the external table. So many of things are cannot be done in the external table. But there is a one more, but there is a benefit for the external table. The benefit is when we drop manage table, it drop file with metadata. When we drop manage a table, it doesn't drop any physical file. It just drop a table within the Databrick only. So that means we can recreate the table using the external file because physical file is not deleted. So that's the benefit of external table. So we can keep in mind any like depend on our production. If we are more focused on our like a high availability at data level, then we can go for external table. But if we need a Databrick management, metadata management, then we should go for the manager table, which is recommended actually. I can click on.
Prem, I have one doubt regarding this.
Mhm,
Regarding the managed table and the external table,
mhm,
now the thing is like if I have a huge data and
mhm,
like in the first class you said that like we can have only 2 GB of like memory available in the DBFS, and
mhm,
suppose if I am having 10 GB data,
mhm.
in that case should I use the external table
Okay.
or the managed table?
Okay, the like a topic that I explained on the first day was a little different concept. That means it was for uploading your file manually from your on premises or from any other location, like a CSV file or any kind of file, right? That was that concept. Now this is your table. So table size can be more than 2 GB. It can be 10 GB as well. It doesn't matter. So any table which is in a delta format can be any size. It's not a problem. The reason the like a thing is if you are manually uploading any CSV file or maybe any Parquet additional external file for query purpose or for any other purpose, that is the limit for that. In that case, you have to define external location in a data lake store or any other like a store. That was the difference. That is the difference. So table can
Uh,
be any size. Yeah.
okay, and what about the pricing model if we say that like which one is cheaper, like the managed table or the external table?
Okay. Depend on your like a service tier you selected from the Microsoft, you will get a monthly billing for that pay as you go. And it depend on your storage capacity that you are using. However, in managed table and in like external table, the size is almost the same. So that's depend on your like a storage capacity that you are using, a cluster compute node, number of node and compute size. It is based on that. So it's all combination, your compute node plus your storage capacity that you are using, that you will get the
O-
in the bill.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. So guys, if you see, we are getting a manage a product here. That is a table name and it is a manage table. So, and this is the location of your manage table. When I click on external product table that I just created, And we can see, guys, this is our external location. I have created a table like a file location within the orders folder. Guys, this is the same folder that I defined previously in our previous practical. So management is a default location. Guys, if you see, it is a Hive warehouse. When I go to this one, I can go to the file store. Okay, user. This is the default manage table location. User is the default location. Hive warehouse. And guys, we can see the manage product. When I see external location table, I can go to the, I think, file store I've defined, order, and external product. Guys, in both cases, it's a Parquet file, but location is the different. It is not the default location. So that is why we are getting a location as a external location for the, I think this one, external location for the external table. So that's we can see. However, format is the delta, but location is the external that we can use. For example, I'm dropping both table. Now dropping manage product, dropping external product. So dropping both table, guys. Let me do one thing. Moving to the order. And now let's click copy path. Copy this one. So now I'm using external product. Even I delete, drop both table, but explicitly I am defining path and execute. And then select product. See, guys, I'm getting the data. See, even I drop manage table and external table both. But even after dropping it, I am getting the data again because external table manage externally. And when we drop a table, it is not a drop by Databrick. File is still remain there. As I mentioned earlier, manage table is metadata is managed by Databrick itself. Everything is managed by Databrick. Everything. But in external table, few things are managed by Databrick only, like table creation, association with the catalog, permission privileges only. But metadata management is not managed here properly. It's partial metadata is managed. Remaining thing is stored externally. So that is the difference between external table and managed table. And I'm getting the data too here.
So Prem, dropping an external table will not delete the file from the
physical, yeah,
file store. Okay,
yes,
that's the
physical file.
Got it.
Guys, I'm doing some transformation here, means I'm just performing some multiplication list price into 0.9 and executing it. So means I did some changes in my table. Table name is the product, list price updating with this value for the category mountain bikes. So guys, this product table I just created previously. If you see, this is the table. Now let's see how it is beneficial in Delta Lake concept. Describe history product using the product table to see the execution. So guys, optimize by default run in a backend for the Delta table. However, we can do it also manually. I'll show that practically, guys. I'll collect all performance tuning stuff that is relevant, and I'll demonstrate to you maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. I'll see. Because this practical is not part of this DOC, but I'll collect few like important points like a partitioning, optimize, and like a vacuum command, data skipping. All these I will collect and then I'll show you demonstration. As of now, guys, the last command was update. If you see, this is the update command that we have executed, and this is the operation parameter done in backend. And see, guys, optimize. If you see, it is a Z order by. So how the Z order is working, how the data skipping is working, we'll see that part. In backend, actually, it's making a ordering of your data. And this is the notebook. This is the cluster ID, isolation level, guys. This is for concept related with the SQL itself. We have a different isolation level, serializable, snapshot, read committed, read uncommitted. So there are different isolation level. We are not going into that in detail. This is part of performance tuning stuff purely. This is we can see the like a is appended. Yes, true, it is appended. This is, guys, okay. Now let me show you one thing here. However, I'll be covering it later. This one, optimize. When you scroll right, you can see a number of removed bytes 7661. and number of removed file too. Means delta table automatically try to remove unnecessary file, remove unnecessary byte, and try to create a like a single file as much as possible, so that we can reduce like a multiple file scanning. That is internally done. And you can see number of delete vector removed one. So one vector is deleted here. Minimum file size is this one. So it is taking a minimum file size here. However, guys, we can define explicitly packet file size too. That is also we can do. So as of now, it is taking a default one, this one. So
couple of questions, Prem.
Mhm.
Point number one is that when you drop a table, manage a table, history is
Mhm.
also cleared, or can we go back in time?
Like clear means like from here, right? It's delete everything here from here.
No. See, yesterday we saw that all the operations that we perform, I mean, we were able to see it in the history, and then using the timestamp, we went back, right? I mean, we deleted a few rows.
Okay, that was for data only. Here we drop the table structure, everything.
Yeah, that's what my question is. If you drop the table, your history
Yeah.
is lost as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
If you
okay.
modify the data, then we can restore that.
But not after a drop.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So
Second
guys,
question
this
is that second question is that after every update, there is going to be some optimize that is going to be done by Databricks. Is it
yes, in delta table.
in Delta table? Okay.
Okay, guys, let me show you one more thing I was explaining somewhere. I think it is above. I was checking one thing here. Delta format save as table. There is a history command I executed somewhere. Okay, here. Guys, can you see the version? If you remember, I mentioned that we can go for the specific version to like a restore our data. So this is the versioning available in our history like a command.
Okay.
And guys, we can see this is, let me see, this is my external product. Let me copy it again. Location, copy path, copy. And now specifying location for this, because I am reading data from this file, storing here. And then guys, we are going to load data from this path into this data frame, displaying the data frame. And second one, guys, I'm using version of 0. Version of 0 means if in case I wanted to see original version of my data and I wanted to see the latest version of my data, means current data after apply changes, after apply update. So with the help of these two commands, I can see the latest data. I can see the original data before update. So I can execute this one. So this way I can use versioning of my data. And guys, you can see when I scroll down, I can see the data here. 3059, that is something latest data. And I can see this is the original data. So that's we can see the versioning of our data through the delta command. So this is called the delta command that we can use it for to capture the versioning of our data. So this is the version as of 0, version as of 1, version as of 2. So whatever the number version we have, we can use it for getting the versioning of our data. So guys, this is the certain delta command that we can use. I am sharing this
Prem,
notebook.
one doubt about the use of the word delta. So you
Mhm.
call it a delta table only because we are specifically saying dot format delta. Is that?
Yes, that is, yeah. This
And
is
why do we have to use a delta?
okay. See, if I am specifying a delta keyword here, so I'm good to go for versioning of my data, right?
Oh,
So
okay. So the
if in case
version option, these options and versions, they work only with delta format.
delta, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So guys, I am sharing this notebook along with data set. You can try this practically. And if we get time, we'll go for one more example today. That is JDBC connection. However, it will take a long time. We'll see. Let's complete this practical first. Sharing this one over the, just a minute, guys. Allow me 2 minutes. Okay. Sharing this file. Team, I have shared over the chat box for file. Guys, format I have specified DBC because DBC taking a less size as compared to the like a file. That's like a Python file format.
Okay, thank you. Understood.
And now let me upload one more file. Team, I have shared one more URL for dataset. Please download and complete the practice.
Prem, is there any way to read your notes that you have written in the like the notepad thing without adding it to a workspace?
Which
Like the
nodes?
DBC file, is there any way to just read the query, like all the queries and everything in that without opening it in actually in the
I think you
workspace?
can save it into the HTML format and you can open it in
Okay.
HTML. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Prem need help.
Yes, please.
I have got the notebook in.
Okay.
I'm trying to create the delta underscore table.
Okay, just
Here
click on
between.
file store, file store, file store. That
Oh, in the file
second one.
store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Create here, no
The create
problem. Yeah.
folder.
Yeah. Delta underscore table. And click on the delta table and upload the file within it.
Delta underscore table, right? Okay.
Yeah. And click on delta underscore table and upload file.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Prem, I have a question. When we are saving a table as an external products and we are giving a path abfs underscore path external products, the files get saved in the catalog in the root, is it, of the file store, is it?
Okay, for an external table, when we specify the location, it's stored at that location. So it can be any. It's not. It may be root. It may not be root. Root location is applicable for your managed table.
So, okay, here we have given abfs underscore path external products.
Yes. So that is the
So,
your own location, your own manually created location.
user hive. Okay,
User
I
hive
think
is the
we can.
managed location.
Oh, okay, I'll share my screen. Sorry, 1 second.
Yes, please.
Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, I can see.
So here we have defining a path.
Yes,
right?
manually.
External table, right? So this path is where in
Okay,
my
you have to
catalog?
create. You have to create here manually. Just do one thing.
Oh wait, so if but it did run. I didn't create the path. It still ran.
Yes.
Let's
So just
say,
check. It should be going to the default location.
okay,
I
maybe
think
it's
it is
already created. Yeah. So
yes.
I'll
Go to
and
this
here.
user hive warehouse. So
Okay,
you should have external product, right? Because you didn't specify location explicitly. So by default, it's taking a that particular location, right?
user.
That
Okay, it goes to the
yeah.
user. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. And click on detail. Click on one thing here. The table is visible. Click on detail. Detail at the right side. Right side. Right
This one.
side. Yes. Click on this.
No,
Can you
this
see
is another
it's
table. Yeah, this is
okay.
another table. Sorry. Let me
Okay.
open
Click on
the
left side. It is left side. No, it's left side in
yeah,
catalog.
1 second. In external products, this is the file, right? And okay.
No, just do one thing. Click
Should I
anywhere.
close this?
Yes, close this one.
Yeah.
And click on the external product, the above of the John Hopkins from left side. Click on detail. So type is external, taking a default location. Now you wanted to create your own location. In that case, you have to specify manual location. Otherwise, it's taking your meta location.
User, okay,
Default
user
location.
location.
Yeah.
Okay, user hive. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because see what happened when you delete your table and it's create a mess between your manage and external table. So that's why we have to specify the any external location manually.
Okay, understood.
But in another scenario like a Synapse and Microsoft Fabric, how it's done, it's automatically detect a different location.
Okay.
In Databrick, we have to manually define these things.
Understood. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey Prem, need
Yes,
some
please.
help. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sharing my
please.
screen. Yeah, so when I'm going to catalog, like where I should create that
Okay, just
folder.
do one thing. I think your cluster is not running. Just go to the right top, drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
Okay.
start. Click on start button first. Yes,
Okay.
confirm. And now you can go to the catalog
Okay.
button and click
Okay.
on browse DBFS,
Okay.
browse DBFS, and click on
Yes.
file store, file store.
Okay.
Okay, now you can here you can create your external location.
Okay. Just like a folder.
Yes, delta underscore table.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, Prem. Hello.
Yes, wait.
Prem, just one query. We are creating this managed and this external tables, right? Okay, after that, you have used some command to describe that table, describe formatted of
Yes.
managed and external. So how does it knows that it is, managed or external? Maybe if you are using a same table name, in that case, do we need to specify the complete path?
Okay, like if you wanted to use your delta location, right? Manually. Yeah, you have to specify path in that case.
No, but when you use the describe query, right? You haven't used the complete path, right? You just used
right.
external products.
Yes, because every table that we create, either external and managed table, it's manages some certain metadata within DBFS location. Do you remember delta underscore log folder is created? So on the basis of that data read, it's display the detail.
Okay, so Prem, in that case, suppose I created a managed table and external table under the same name. In that case, will that
same
conflict?
name in database, you will be getting error because a database or schema cannot support same table name at same location.
Okay, that means even managed. So if I'm using a managed table, suppose table one, and external table also I created under a different my location under table one as table one, that won't work, you're saying?
Yeah, because create table statement won't be working because ultimately it is a part of your same database.
Okay, okay. Only the way it is saved is different, but ideally it is under same database, you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Got it, Prem. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Prem, I have one more doubt.
Mhm.
Like we have two table, like managed table or an external table.
Mhm.
So there can be a scenario where like we have to like migrate the data from managed table to external table. So do we have any command for it, or like manually we have to do it?
Migrating from manage table.
Yeah, so to external table. So suppose if we have some data in the managed table, now I want that data into the external table. So like it's possible to do like any command in the Databricks or
I think it is
manually.
possible. We can define create external table keyword
Okay,
and create external table name and stored as a parquet from location. That way we
okay,
can migrate here. And then we can
okay,
go for, after that we can go for override. Yeah.
okay,
Insert override
okay,
command that we can do
okay,
that way.
okay, yeah.
Okay, guys. So is everyone done with the lab? Please confirm others too. And I need one more confirmation. Shall we proceed to the next topic after once you've done the lab, like JDBC connection, or shall we do it tomorrow morning? Just confirm this way. Because today already we covered two
Yeah,
little bigger
we can
topic.
do it tomorrow, Prem. My recommendation.
Okay, great.
That will require
But
a dedicated session, right?
Yes, yes. We'll go for JDBC connection and further like a maybe catalog configuration too with permissions, privileges.
actually, can I suggest that, Prem, why don't you share the notebooks with us so that we can be ready tomorrow morning?
But I'm please not getting like a the notebook that is we are doing it
That
tomorrow
you're going to
or
use for the, yeah.
okay.
See, my
So
connection is getting interrupted quite often right now. I'm not able to proceed with that. So probably
okay,
I'll have to do it little later only. That's a network issue here.
okay. So Ganeshan, what I can
So,
do because it's still having some certain error in the notebooks, I'll rectify it. If you can
right.
share me your email ID, then I'll share it by evening.
Okay.
Just share me your email ID over the chat box. I'll share it because it has to be configured. Few things it's still remaining. However, the steps are not very much big. It's just two cell steps only.
Yeah, I shared
Okay.
my email here.
Yes, I'll share that by evening, the notebook.
Sure. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Prem, do we need to delete the resource group only, or like the entire everything cluster and the file logs also?
Okay, when you delete the resource group, all associated resources like your Databrick, your storage account, data lake store, everything will be get deleted automatically. So just
Even the
delete your
cluster
resource
also.
group. Yes, everything.
Okay, okay, okay.
Everything will be
Thanks.
deleted. Just need to
Oh,
delete a resource group.
okay, okay. Yeah, thanks.
Sure,
My
you're welcome.
usage yesterday was $3, Prem.
Oh,
I
it's not
think
much.
the remaining 97 should be sufficient to take us through the week, isn't it?
Yeah, that is sufficient. Ganesan, what happened actually? Sometimes Microsoft disable the like a subscription.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
they assume that it's not being used, so and it is still occupying and taking a resource from data center, so they disable. Sometimes it's happen actually with some participant. So it's better to
Okay.
delete the resource group.
Okay. Microsoft doesn't seem to be very nice today. I mean, the workspace keeps getting interrupted.
Okay, is because of any firewall or what happened actually it is?
No, 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 no. I tried with my hotspot as well.
Okay.
That message connecting keeps coming.
Okay.
So I have to restart, relaunch that workspace every now and then.
Oh, okay, okay. So
I
let
blame it on
me.
Microsoft only now.
Okay, okay, sure. Okay, guys. So if everyone is done with lab, if no question, then we'll connect tomorrow morning with other stuff. Please confirm if anyone is remaining with the lab and still doing some practicals. So please confirm.
Hello, Prem.
Yes, Indrajit.
Anand here. So I left the meeting for half an hour for another status call. So I will go through the recording and we'll finish the activity exercise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Anand. Okay, sure. And if you have any question, you can reach out to me as well. Let me share my email ID. So in case if you stuck somewhere and you need any support and help, you can just reach out to me. Right?
Sure.
Shared
Sure.
email ID over the chat box.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
Prem.
you're welcome. Okay, guys. So anyone having any question, guys, now?
Nothing, Prem. Thank you for the good session.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow morning. So thank you so much, Dan.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Have a very good day.
Thank you, Prem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. Bye-bye.